¿Qué pasa? What is up? Hey everybody, how's it going? It's been a couple of months since I've done any postings, and I've just been having such an incredible time, and I just wanted to, just share the info and a bit of value what's going on with me, guys. How are you all? Hope everything has been as you want it to be over Christmas and stuff. I am, just so you know, I'm down in Baja, California, in Mexico. You can see there's cactus everywhere, and this is a beautiful coastline. I'm actually here, and for the most part doing a bunch of kite surfing. And this is a place called La Ventana, and means the window in Spanish, and it gets a lot of consistent wind for kite surfing, and it's amazing. But I'll tell you about that in a second. I just got a couple of minutes I want to offer you. First and foremost, clear scan. So last December I got a clear scan again, and that's the fourth in a row. That's a full year. So now I'm only going to every 6 months. So just brilliant. So the rest of the time now I'm just as part of this journey, getting fit, seeing where my intellect is and where my body is, and getting back into work and stuff this year, 2020, which is super exciting, and going back to study and stuff like that. But I'll tell you about that later. And what else can I tell you? Christmas was amazing. I had a bit of an experience. A good friend of mine, and people will be watching this post will know Michael Mucci. And Michael was an incredible guy, very talented artist and friend of mine, surfer, and he got a brain tumour, and we kind of were sharing a little bit of the journey in the last few months before he passed away, when I kind of found out, and then I got my remission, and we spent some time, we shared some thoughts, and interestingly enough, we thought, I was aiming that we would go surfing together again, and I love the guy, and but he didn't make it, if you like, and he passed away just prior to Christmas there. And the surf I did get to have with him is we did a big paddle out. I mean, there was hundreds of people out, and I'll put a picture up of us paying respects to him and his family and his memory. And Michael, if you're listening, and I get that you will be, mate. Good luck to you, buddy. So, but here am I, getting emotional thinking about that, having an emotional time. Christmas was amazing. I just got away. The fires were ballistic. I took off, got caught on the roads. They wouldn't let me home. I snuck around in the bush on a bush track to get home, where my mum and dad are, and then come across a fire myself. I was lucky to make it home, and missed flights. Anyway, ended up getting away on just Christmas Eve there, and in hindsight, I would have stayed. We had no idea how bad it was going to get. My parents did fairly well. They got isolated in the town of Ventana, but hundreds of people, as you know, in the Conjola area, and all the, lost their homes, and all the bushland, local bushland, I'm yet to see. But it was pretty awful, and life-changing for the animals there as well. So anyone out there who's affected by the fires, my heart goes out to you. It's full on, and stay strong, look forward. Change is the certain thing, so it's the way it goes for us. For me over here, Christmas in Seattle, and then been snowboarding back again for the first time, and the snowboarding was unreal. It's a place called Stevens Pass, and man, my legs were stronger than I could ever imagine. I didn't even think about it. I was just full of adrenaline and loving it. So we had two kind of powder days, me and Denise there, and then we flown down to San Diego, picked up the truck, and spent some more time again with my good friend Peter Tillack. And heads up to you, Pete. You're a bloody legend, mate. You already know that. And Liz and Chili, you guys rock. They were kind of looking after us while we stayed in San Diego. And Pete Tillack, PeteTillack.com. There's a plug for you, mate. Look at his artwork. He's doing very, very great things in the States. He's turned out to be a very successful guy. And the first time I came down in Baja was 1996 with Pete on a surf trip, and we drove, down to Costa Rica and had the most amazing time. And he's just grown as a man and as an artist. I'm really proud of you, buddy. So anyway, spending time with him, and then we had an amazing trip coming down here. We got skunked on a bit of surf, and then we basically got to La Ventana, and I hadn't kite surfed before, except with my mate Bretto from Windswell. Bretto, your legend, introducing me to this sport for a day, body dragging myself around Port Douglas, and that was a long time ago. It was like 2008 or something, and now here we are, 2020, and I'm getting lessoned in kite surfing. So that's been amazing, and anyone who's taken on kite surfing will know how freaking brutal it is to learn. But the rewards are starting to pay off, and I'm starting to rip around, starting to get a bit of upwind stuff, and people who know what I'm talking about. And we've been doing some paragliding here on the coast, and that's been sensational. Just some coastal soaring. We've been riding bike. That's what I'm just doing today, is riding bike. Oh my God. I mean, these guys, it's full of retirees here, amazing people, and they're all freaking uber fit. They're kite surfing every day. They ride their mountain bikes through these mountains, these incredible mountains every day. And if there's a place to train and to get well, it's certainly here, you know. Cost of living is really inexpensive for us, and we're living in our camper and having the most amazing time. So it's the last few days here. What else can I share? What haven't I shared? We're about to leave. We're about to drive all the way back up to Seattle, so that's going to take a week of driving. It's a long way. And yeah, I'll fill you in a bit more there. But for the most part, I just wanted to share with you guys. I'm doing well, you know, growing a bit of a beard. I think that's what nearly dying does to you. It makes you grow grey out of your chin. Nothing to do with age, apparently. So anyway, love you guys. Be good. Be clear of cactus. I freaking nailed a couple of cactuses. Anyway, story for another time. Taking your time. Thank you, everybody. Hope you're well. See you, Zay. Cheers.